almond milk latte.
Iced Americano.
Large iced Americano. Did I cappuccino?
It's a habit that has people grinding, brewing, sipping, and spending over $100 billion worldwide, a commodity second only to crude oil, and one that has gone from good to the last drop to tall, grande, and venti. But while the majority of the world's coffee is grown in developing countries, the only brand of coffee grown in the United States comes from paradise. This farm is probably one of the most unique farms in the United States, right?
Exactly. We're 2,700 miles away from any landmass. It's the newest earth right here on the Big Island, and that rich volcanic soil is what makes it special.
Christine Coleman has farming in her blood, literally. She is the oldest granddaughter of famed winemaker Giulio Gallo. What's more difficult to grow, coffee or grapes?
I'd say both. You're always up against Mother Nature.
Christine and her partner Manny Ochoa have spent the last 10 years building Buddha's Sanctuary, a 100-acre award-winning coffee farm 2,000 feet above sea level. These little beans are the only ones on the entire planet that can be called Kona coffee because they grow on a very narrow 22-mile stretch of the Kona coast on the Big Island of Hawaii.
This is the launching pad for a lot of these other places. The North Coffee, Maui Coffee, all of those things are just springboards from what Kona has done, you know.
Celebrity chef Sam Choi is a native Hawaiian who has seen a growing sophistication at today's Kona coffee farms.
In the earlier days, they would shut schools down and have the kids go in the fields and pick the coffee.
Children don't pick coffee anymore, but island schools are directly supported by the coffee industry. About 600 Kona coffee farms don't actually own their land. They lease it from the Hawaii School District. Kona coffee blooms in early spring and has to be hand-picked from August to January. So it's not just like you go, the coffee's ripe and you pick it. You have to keep going back, right?
Exactly. We can have up to 30 rotations through the field.
Really?
So you can't just pull off the whole clump. You know, you have to wait for each one to ripen. This one's not ready yet. This is getting close here.
At Buddha's Sanctuary, this is a painstaking process.
Buddhist is up above, and imagine this right here into the macnuts.
Some beans grow under giant ohia trees, and others grow under macadamia nut trees. Factor in the hot, humid climate, and each area will produce a different tasting coffee. The coffee trees are enjoying their last bit of sun before the fog rolls in. That's fog with a V. It's sort of like a volcanic smog that's from an erupting volcano 90 miles away. Once the coffee is picked, it is laid out on a drying deck. What coffee drinkers may not realize is that many brands can use the Kona label as long as it contains 10% Kona beans. The other 90% can come from anywhere else in the world. This legal loophole is one that Christine and the Kona Coffee Farmers Association have been trying to fight for years, since an uneducated public might see cheaper prices and think they are still getting 100% Kona coffee.
Wow, it's amazing, huh?
We asked Chef Sam to help us with an official Kona coffee cupping, which is done much like a wine tasting. But instead of sipping, you slurp. Coffee is no longer a breakfast drink.
The vision of coffee today, it's huge.